Ransom Canyon Season 2 finally delivers the emotional payoff fans have been waiting for. While the season is packed with family feuds, romantic complications, old secrets, and dangerous cons, everything ultimately revolves around one central theme: healing. Nearly every major character spends the season trying to move beyond old pain, and by the finale, some finally find happiness while others are forced to start over. The biggest storyline once again belongs to Staten, Kirkland, and Quinn. After leaving Ransom to continue her music career in New York, Quinn returns home hoping to reconnect with the town she has always loved. Although she begins dating fellow musician Oliver, it quickly becomes obvious that her heart never truly left Ransom. Oliver is everything someone could reasonably want. He is supportive. He is kind. He is willing to leave New York behind and build a future with Quinn. Yet despite all of that, something is missing. The emotional connection she shares with Staten simply cannot be replaced. Their relationship continues to be interrupted by misunderstandings from the past. The biggest revelation comes when Quinn discovers that Staten actually wrote her a heartfelt letter years earlier before she left for college. She never received it. Instead, her mother Claire secretly intercepted the letter because she believed Staten would prevent Quinn from achieving her dreams. This discovery changes everything. For years, Quinn believed Staten never fought for her. Staten believed Quinn simply chose another life. Both had been living with a misunderstanding created by someone else. This revelation becomes one of the emotional turning points of the season. Eventually, Staten decides he is done letting fate make decisions for him. He crashes Quinn's road trip, forcing the two of them to spend time together away from everyone else. Through long conversations, old memories, and painful honesty, they finally confront the feelings both have spent years avoiding. The finale delivers the romantic moment viewers have waited 2 seasons to see. Staten asks Claire to deliver Quinn a small wooden box. Inside is a key to his ranch along with instructions to meet him at the hunting lodge mentioned in the original letter she never received. When Quinn arrives, Staten finally stops running from his emotions. He offers her not only the key but also a future. Instead of promising perfection, they agree to begin forever now. The ending represents healing for both of them. Not because every wound has disappeared, but because they finally choose each other instead of allowing fear or missed opportunities to keep them apart. Meanwhile, another complicated storyline centers on Yancy, Ellie, and Sydney. Season 2 begins immediately after Sydney appears claiming to be Yancy's wife. Fortunately, the truth is far less romantic. Their marriage was nothing more than part of an old criminal scheme. Unfortunately, it remains legally valid. Sydney refuses to grant Yancy a divorce unless she receives half of Fuller Ranch. What follows becomes one of the season's biggest cons. Sydney and Yancy appear to work together on another scheme involving supposedly valuable land. She attempts to convince Sam Kirkland to purchase property by claiming it contains oil. However, viewers eventually discover the entire situation is actually a trap. Yancy, Staten, Sam, and Deputy Kai secretly work together to outsmart Sydney. Rather than allowing her to manipulate everyone else, they successfully turn the con against the con artist herself. Sydney's criminal history is exposed, and she is arrested. Before disappearing completely, however, she commits one final cruel act. She pushes Ellie from her porch, causing her to go into labor earlier than expected. Thankfully, Ellie safely gives birth to a healthy baby girl named Isabella. While that should have been a joyful ending, another emotional complication soon follows. Ellie realizes that Yancy's past continues putting their family in danger. Even though she loves him deeply, she decides she must protect both herself and her daughter. She ends their relationship. Yancy accepts the decision, but promises himself he will earn another chance. Their story ends not with reconciliation, but with hope that redemption remains possible. The younger generation experiences equally dramatic changes. Lauren enters the season struggling with guilt following her mother's involvement in Randall's death. She also loses the future she imagined after suffering injuries that end her cheerleading ambitions. Lucas tries everything possible to support her. However, Lauren increasingly feels she no longer belongs beside someone so optimistic. Instead, she finds herself drawn toward Lucas's troubled brother, Kit. Eventually, the attraction becomes impossible to ignore. The two kiss. Unfortunately, Lucas witnesses everything. Heartbroken, he immediately ends the relationship. The brothers' bond also appears completely destroyed. As the season progresses, Kit prepares to leave town for a fresh start on a ranch in Wyoming. Before leaving, he reconciles with Lucas. Their emotional goodbye suggests both brothers finally understand each other. Then comes another romantic surprise. Lauren races to the bus station before Kit departs. She tells him she refuses to let him leave. The season ends with the two sharing a passionate kiss, suggesting they are ready to face whatever comes next together. Lucas, despite his own heartbreak, quietly gives them his blessing. His maturity becomes one of the season's most touching moments. Elsewhere, Staten's relationship with his father Sam slowly improves. Their conflict throughout the season centers on leadership, pride, and years of unresolved resentment. Eventually, Sam realizes Staten has always been the right person to lead the ranch. The two stubborn men finally reach an understanding, repairing a relationship that had remained broken for years. The season also introduces Levi, Staten's half-brother. Levi represents another forgotten member of the Kirkland family. Raised outside the family's acceptance, he carries years of resentment toward the Kirkland name. Although his storyline remains smaller than others, it adds another layer to the complicated history surrounding Staten's family. One of Quinn's greatest achievements extends beyond romance. Determined to revive the struggling town after businesses begin closing, she organizes the No Place Like Home Music Festival. The event becomes a tremendous success. Country music stars perform. Visitors flood into town. Hotels, restaurants, and local businesses begin thriving again. Rather than keeping the profits for herself, Quinn reinvests the money into Ransom Canyon by purchasing the historic Lone Star Hotel. Her actions symbolize everything the season is trying to say. Communities recover when people choose to invest in each other rather than simply pursuing individual success. By the end of Season 2, nearly every storyline reflects the same message. Healing requires honesty. Families survive only when they confront painful truths instead of hiding from them. Love succeeds only when people stop allowing fear to control their decisions. The ending of Ransom Canyon is therefore not built around shocking twists. Instead, it rewards patience. After years of emotional distance, Staten and Quinn finally choose each other. Yancy begins fighting to become the man Ellie and Isabella deserve. Lauren follows her heart despite the complications it creates. Lucas learns forgiveness. Sam and Staten rebuild their father and son relationship. And Quinn helps restore hope to an entire community. Season 2 closes by reminding viewers that Ransom Canyon has never simply been about romance or ranches. It is about ordinary people carrying emotional scars while slowly discovering that home is not just a place. It is the people willing to stand beside you, forgive your mistakes, and help you begin again.